Ooh, hey, hello, friends. Welcome back to Blue Pig Reviews. And if we got something on the table, something we want you to know about. Today, we're going to be reviewing Ron Anejo de Caldas Gran Reserva Especial. And this is a Colombian rum that comes in at 80 proof, molasses, column distilled, Solera aged with rums that run between 8 to 15 years. And it is actually aged in Colombian oak, white oak, at high altitudes and uses Colombian spring water. So this is definitely a all Colombian product. And of course, it comes in at 80 proof. And this gets a little buzz. It's definitely out there in Europe and Russia, running at I believe a lighter proof than 80. It's 80 here in the US. And this bad boy sells in a range of prices for some reason. This one I picked up for 32 at Leisner's in North Flushing, but I've seen it in prices as high as 50, 60 bucks elsewhere. And I've seen it in different containers. I've seen it in a metal container like this with the story and history of the product, and I've seen it in boxes. But let's see what's in the bottle. Get this popped open. And of course, rums, a lot of these rums now that are coming out that are getting a little heat, they're mainly getting heat for being able to be sipped as well as cocktail. With one this old and Solera aging, of course, you're blending older rums with younger rums. And as they work their way through, you get a kind of a combination of both as they roll through the barrels and rotate the barrels. So its age is going to be, like I said, between 8 and 15 years. Ron de Caldas also makes an 8-year aged version of itself as well. This one, at least, is very dark. It's in the darker chestnut range. Give it a smell. And you get caramel and vanilla right away. A little bit of citrus. Very sweet smell. But you get like an oak smell as well. All right, let's get on the palate. Okay, so it starts with a vanilla and caramel. And then it moves to almost like a cinnamon, allspice, and oak at the back. Get that again. Yeah, you get vanilla, caramel, a little bit of citrus peel in the middle that moves to a cinnamon, to an oaky finish. It's not overtly sweet. It's like underlyingly sweet. Drinks almost like a whiskey. Tell you the truth. Yeah, and it's reasonably viscous. It's hanging legs on this glass. It's not overtly thin, but the notes are much more subtle. Probably from column distillation. When you column distill, you get something lighter than the pot distilled. Pot distilled tends to have more body and be a little less complex. This is definitely has a finish that slightly warming from that 80 proof. The flavor that stays with you is that oak and vanilla, maybe a little bit of the citrus peel. Give it one more run. Yeah, it's pretty good. That I would definitely recommend this to people that want to get into sipping rums, or they're looking to get into different geographic areas of rum. Colombia doesn't get the same hype as Jamaica and the Guyanese rums and and St. Lucian rum, or even Puerto Rican and Cuban rums. So definitely I would recommend this. And if you can find this in that $30 range, do it. In the $50 range, you might question it, unless you're definitely a rum enthusiast. I would try to get closer to that 30 range. Shop around and find this. You can find that. Ron de Caldas and Ron Anejo de Caldas Gran Reserva Especial has more names than you want to know. It's definitely 100% Blue Pig approved. Go out, find this, try this, give this a sip, and discover the rums of Colombia. I know I'm going to go with this Glencairn I pull out of my pocket and do a little bit of that myself. Cheers and good pour.